Today, we're doing a quick view on Dynion from Ottobock. Dynion has been on the US market for a little over a year now, and it is one of Ottobock's newer devices. It's really a new device, an updated device, both. They took the 3R80 and kind of souped it up in a few ways and made things a little bit better. I really love this knee, especially for a mechanical knee. I don't think that there's really a mechanical knee that walks quite as well as this does. Dynion has some cool advantages that set it apart from other mechanical knees and kind of make it a little bit more versatile than what you would see in that kind of category. Dynion has manual controls that are right under this front cover. So to get that off, all we want to do is take our wrench or something flat even, and we're just going to pop that off. And so now you can see that we've got our manual controls there. Okay, now we've got the faceplate cover off. You see there's 3 dials. There are actually 4 dials, but we'll get to the 4th one in a minute. So these top 3, this top one with the S next to it is our stance phase flexion resistance, and you can see the plus or minus. So as you go to the right and closer to that plus, that will increase your resistance. And if you go to the minus, that will decrease your stance resistance. So this is how strong, how much resistance you have in the knee when you are standing on it, when you're using it to go down stairs, or when you're doing things like sitting and you're riding those hydraulics. This is that resistance. Next to the left here with the F is our swing phase flexion resistance. So that is when the knee is in its swing phase, how much resistance it has there. And again, turning it to the left is decreasing, turning it to the right is increasing. And so this one and the one to the right of it, the extension resistance, both kind of work hand in hand so that you don't end up swinging into the end stop and really having a slamming effect at the end of your terminal, or at the end of your swing. And so these two are used to create that comfortable swing, and really with a strong active user, you can get stance knee flexion with this knee as well using these 2 settings. And then down below, we've got our 4 mil, our big adjustment here. So this is our switching threshold. So this is super important if it's especially patients or users that are having a tough time getting that knee to swing. You're gonna wanna mess with this switching threshold and turn it down so that it takes less weight to activate that toe off that terminal stance and get the knee to swing. Now here we'll show walking with full extension. So you see that knee has no flexion when I land, it's fully locked out. Now we're going to switch to stance knee flexion. So you see I get just a little bit of that bend, which makes for a more comfortable dynamic knee. Here we are doing a little bit of sitting. Again, this is your stance phase flexion resistance. So that first dial with the S next to it, that controls how fast you are going to have that resistance sitting down, standing. But on Dynion, you can ride it just like if it was a C-leg or any other MPK and use those hydraulics to support you sitting down. Next, we'll move over to the stairs, and again, this is your stance phase flexion resistance. So Dynion doesn't go upstairs step over step, but it does. You can ride the hydraulics down just like any other MPK. You want to work on getting that foot half on the stair going down. Here I do just a little, you see, you get that foot half on the stair, it puts you in tricky situations going up. So you want to be fully on the stair going up and keep that knee locked out, and then coming down you want to be half on the stair so that you can roll off there. Okay, now let's talk about some of the unique features that Dynion has. So if we lift it up here, you see at the top here you've got a lock icon and an unlock icon. So when you have the knee fully extended and weighted, you can click the lock button and that will lock the knee at full extension. And then to unlock that, you just release, you push the unlock button and then it releases back into a free swing. And then as well with the lock and unlock, you've also got a cycling mode. So you see this one here, you can click that and that will go into a free swing cycling. And then you can flip over to the other side. You see the little walking icon, you push that one in and it will go back into your walking mode. So that's a quick view of Dynion. For it being a mechanical hydraulic knee, it really does walk super smooth and feel really nice in a lot of different situations. And so this is a great knee, will fit under a lot of people and a lot of candidates, and as a starter knee or something for someone to really learn the basics of knees in general, I think that this is an awesome knee. It's also a great knee to have as a backup to wear in water, at the beach, and things like that. One thing that is important to note about Dynion is that it needs a really strong toe lever. You don't want to wear this knee with a hydraulic ankle or with a fiberglass foot, because those won't give enough toe off at that terminal stance point to really tell the knee to engage and trigger, even if you mess with that switching threshold. So you just need to have a foot under there that is going to have a good carbon spring and push back against the knee. Getting cycling, stair descent, and having the lock on there, there really are simple buttons. You just need to make sure that you're fully extended whenever you're pushing those. If you're flexed a little bit in the knee and you push the lock, it won't lock. Same with the cycle, or going back from going from lock to unlock, or from cycling back to walking. All of those you really want to be at full extension, and then that should be an easy little toggle switch. If you're interested in more about Dynion, here's the Ottobock website. If you have any questions for me, here's my email. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Thank you.